Welcome back. It's Smackworth here, bringing you some more Halo 2 content. Today we are on the third level of Halo 2, Legendary Deathless, of course, Metropolis. So the first thing I'm going to do here is grab this dude's rocket launcher. Normally I would like to have the rocket launcher dude sit in the passenger seat and just shoot rockets rapid fire at enemies, but he's killed me too many times for me to let that pass, just shooting the ground with his rocket launcher for no reason. And so I just opt to take his rocket launcher away from him, and I'm actually going to use it later anyways, so it's going to be useful for me in the long run anyways. And here you really only need one Marine in the Warthog, and this is the first mission in Halo 2 that has carry-over weapons, which means that the weapons that you finish outskirts with will carry over to Metropolis, with some exceptions to that rule. And so normally I would have a sword and a sniper here and could give my gunner the sniper and just sword down my rocket launcher Marine and take his rocket launcher. But for the individual levels, you have to use the default weapons instead of carryover weapons in order to submit your time to HaloRuns.com, the place for all of your Halo speedrunning needs. So of course I am just using the default weapons, which is the battle rifle and the SMG. And so here coming up, we did a little bit of driving, just kind of just blowing past everything, and coming up is a little bit of combat here. This level varies quite drastically from the traditional speedrun route. This is the first instance of that. This is called Metro Tunnel, what we're in right now, and most people would do a strategy called YOLO Tunnel, in which they just drive straight through the tunnel as fast as they can. And but for my Legendary Deathless strat, played a little bit safer and basically kill the first wave of enemies, as you can see there. And here I'm also going to grab a sniper rifle, which is going to be very useful for the rest of the level. And lucky for me, these other Marines brought me a fresh Warthog, so I can just grab that and have a little bit more health than the other one did. And there are a few more enemies I have to take out here. There are going to be 3 jackals hiding on top of this gate up here. And just take them out really quick. Those 3 jackals are basically the biggest threat in this next section. And now another wave of enemies is going to spawn, because I went forward enough. And so, but these enemies are really not that big of a threat. As long as you drive pretty well, you can get through without a problem. And for this next section, I've tried a lot of routes, trying to go around the turrets here and trying to dodge the snipers by going all the way around, or maybe even trying to like kill a few snipers. But the best thing that I found is just to blow past it as quick as you can, and usually the fastest strat is going to be the most safe. And there I grab a few more rockets. That's going to be useful for this next section coming up, in case I need these rockets to destroy these ghosts here. So I just shoot one, and you probably noticed I killed my Marines there. It's because there are going to be 2 wraiths in this next section, and one of the wraiths is actually programmed to just sit there and shoot at that wall, at that building over there that we just got a glimpse of, until it takes damage. So that wraith will just sit there and shoot the wall infinitely until it takes damage. And so I kill my Marines there so that they don't damage the wraith and trigger its AI to change, to move around and try to kill me. And that'll make this fight a lot easier. This is another big variation from the speedrun route. Most speedrunners would just sword fly to the wraith and take it out a lot quicker than this. But for the sake of safety and for getting the legendary run done deathless in a consistent manner, I hop up here, up on this bridge. The wraith has a hard time shooting you, and even if it does, you can easily dodge it. And you shoot 6 rockets into the wraith, take it out. It does take quite a bit of time to do that, but for the sake of safety, it is much better. And here what I try to do is throw my grenade as I'm boarding the wraith, which will actually glitch the grenade inside of the wraith, and It'll let me take over it a lot quicker, but unfortunately I mess up the input, but I still board the Wraith just in time to destroy the next wave of enemies, all those ghosts, and the phantom guns and stuff. And so here I'm killing even more Marines to maximize the amount of rocket launcher ammo I can get. So I give one of the Marines a rocket launcher and then murder him and his friend, and sometimes the Marine can drop more ammo than what you gave him in the first place, so it has a chance of increasing the amount of rockets you have by doing that. And here we're going to do actually one of the coolest tricks in the entire run. First thing I have to do is grenade jump up onto this I guess like radio antenna thing. I don't know, it's just like a pole. And so we're gonna get on top of it, and it's a little wobbly, so it's kind of scaring me a little bit. Usually it doesn't wobble that much. And then we do a little hop there, and we get a little extra boost from the weird gravity mechanics of the scarab walking over you. And so you kind of abuse the mechanic of the scarab to board it earlier, and that is a trick that we like to call the early scarab board. One of my favorite tricks in the game. I think it looks really cool to do like that super jump up there, and you can actually jump all the way from the ground. That's how high the scarab board will take you if you do the lineup correctly, but it's a lot more easy and consistent to do it from the top of that radio antenna thing. And then you can hop right down here inside the gun, and the enemies just like can't see you here, so they can't shoot back. They literally can't shoot back at all. And yeah, and this is the reason why I brought all that rocket launcher ammo, is in case the enemy hides like he is right now, I can kind of bait him out by shooting rockets and grenades at him, and he will come out eventually. There he is, and now that he's out, I can just snipe him a few times, and all you have to do is kill those 3 elites that are like driving the scarab, and then the mission just completes. That's like the final boss. And so there you have it, the Metropolis. The time was 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Definitely my fastest Metropolis, especially during the safe legendary Deathless strats. So anyways, there's Metropolis. We got Arbiter coming for you soon, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks so much for checking out the Halo 2 content. Peace!